Shalom, shalom. I'm Dawada, HOI Detroit. We want to give all glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. We want to give honors to all our elders. We're having a class today, and our class is dealing with the family.
I'm Uncle Pennywell.
Melchizedek.
Well,
Okay.
let the brother speak. I apologize for that.
You look good.
Well, we're talking about the family today. Now, when we talk about family, family is very important. That's one of the things that the Most High set up for us is a family. You know, everybody's talking about, we're going to change this neighborhood, we're going to do. If you don't have family, and to have a family, you got to follow the guidelines the Most High set for you, following these laws, statutes, and commandments. So when you don't have no family, you really don't have no structure. You just pretty much just lost. And we've been under attack in this country, especially the black family has been under attack, okay? To break down the family structure. They took the man out the household, okay? We know about that. I can get me some, I can get some Section 8, I can get me some food stamps as long as you don't have a man. Why is that? Why are they putting so much emphasis to break down the family, okay? Why do you want to go against what the Most High said? Let somebody give me Genesis 2:24, okay? And Genesis 1:28.
I got Genesis 2:24.
Okay.
You said 1:28.
I said 1:28 and 2:24. That's the whole purpose of things, how the Most High set up everything, okay? He set everything up for us to do a certain thing. For us, the man and a woman is a certain structure. That's like if you get a car, right? You get a car and the car comes with instructions. Rotate your tires, change your oil every 30,000 miles, do a tune-up every, 60,000 miles, what have you. And if you don't do it, then, you can't say nothing when you have problems. Well, guess what? We got problems now. And we have problems in our family because we're not following these laws and statutes that the Most High set out for us. Anybody got that?
Con, which one you want first?
You can go with we go with the 1:28 verse.
Con, I got it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 28, and it reads as this. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
So right there, he said right there, basically he wants you to fill the earth. That's the whole purpose, right? For us to reproduce, fill the earth. Okay, you got that 2 and 24?
Mm-hmm. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both made, the man and his woman, and were not ashamed.
So there you go. Man and woman, okay, one flesh, become as one, fill the earth, had dominion over the creatures. That's what the Most High set up for us to do. But what happened is we want to go and do what we want to do. We want to go and follow the heathens. We want to follow the way of the heathens instead of following what the Most High set for us to do. And that's the whole problem. We want to listen to our enemies, right? Our enemies tell us what? What they tell us? You don't have to have no, I'm independent, or I'm a strong black woman. I don't need no man. So is that going with what the Most High say? No, it's going contrary to that, right? And then our people, pretty much our people, as far as black people, our women are the only woman really talking that I'm a strong black woman. Well, if you strong, then what am I? If you strong, then what? Am I weak? Because, if you strong, I'm strong, then guess what we're going to do? We're going to clash. We're going to clash, and how are we supposed to have a family and move in harmony, how the Most High said? Right?
Opposites attract.
Yeah, I know opposites attract. But if you strong,
Yes, no attraction.
there ain't no attract. Don't no man want no strong woman. Look at me. Don't no man want no strong black. We want somebody to just going to support us according to what the Bible says. Okay? We don't need that. I don't. If you strong, then what am I? What am I doing? Somebody kick the door in. Oh baby, where you at? Oh man. Woo, I'm glad you was home.
I got one precept whenever you get it. When you
Go ahead.
This is like you were saying, how women say that they strong and all this, and this is the way the Most High set things up. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. You already had that?
Yeah, but go ahead, Doug.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you good? You good? Go ahead.
I'll read it. I got it.
Bring it out.
1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
No, you good.
Okay, got it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
This is an order how he set up. So when you say you don't need a man, you in all actuality are going against the Lord. Because the Lord said, you know what I mean, he set it up. It would be crazy for Christ to be like, you know, the Messiah to be like, oh, I'm above God. I don't need God. Or we to say we don't need the Messiah. It's all order. Everything, even in nature, the animals have order. That's what this is about. Even the wolf, there's a leader of the pack. Orcas, there's a leader. All those things it's a leader, and there's nothing wrong with order. And the thing is, if you look at us today, the so-called black, even the so-called Mexicans, when you don't have order, you be in disarray. Everything, you under this country, it's an order. President, vice president, when you go to your job, what is it? President of that, vice, everything is in order. All these things have to be ran. And for even women or men to be like, I'm not going to follow this order, it's going to be chaos. If you don't have order, only thing it is chaos. And if you look at us, like the Ak was saying, our families are broken, and what does that cause? Chaos. So we have to have an order, whether you like it or not. Everybody has to have somebody over. That's just how things go. That makes things run smooth. And I yield.
Great point, great point. And to add on to that is, you know, you were saying order, right, and structure. And we know that who's the author of confusion, right? So we know that this system is Satan, he's the author of confusion, you know, and with confusion, you can't have structure, right? So if you trying to do this, if you don't want to follow this headship, now you're creating confusion. And you creating confusion. It's also it's a script. What's the script? It says that a smart woman builds her house up, but a stupid woman tears it down. Okay, and everybody talking about now like these so-called. You ever heard that? What's it called? The guys, the passport bros, right? So these passport bros, so-called bros, they go to other countries where these women are very feminine, right? And that's just their nature. And a feminine woman can get more out of a man. A man be ready to go in a burning building with gasoline on him for a feminine woman that support him. But he ain't gonna do that for nobody that's contesting everything he say. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, whatever. I can do better. So we have to look at this. The same people that enslaved us, they are out to destroy us. They are out to break the structure down. You got that script? Bring it out.
Joshua chapter 24, verse what? 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
If it's evil to you to serve the Lord. So if it's evil to you to follow the headship, if it's evil for you to, I'm not going to listen to no man, you know, to honor and obey. Right now, when you get married, it's the vows right here. In this system, one of the vows is you honor and obey. Woman, I ain't saying that. Go ahead.
And if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the God of which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood,
That's on the other side of the flood. So that not with Noah, the other side of the flood. So those are the ones who was put to death, right?
Other gods were the Amorites, in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord.
That's it. So who you gonna serve? Who you gonna serve? Yeah. Who you gonna serve? So right now we see it's evil if you don't want to go with what the Most High set up. It's evil to go against it. So if you're gonna be on the other side of the flood, are you gonna go with what this system says? You gonna follow them? And you got that one script we're gonna break out?
God.
That's the whole point. We bringing this out because a lot of people can't see. Sometimes it's an old saying. You can't see the forest because of what?
Tree.
Because of trees. So sometimes that, we're not trying to beat up on a woman because this is about family. So when it comes to the woman and when it comes to the man, also for a man, it says also too that there's a righteous woman for a righteous man. There's an evil woman for an evil man. So the men got to get right too. It's not just us beating up the woman, but the thing is they know to go to the weaker vessel. Because if I can get the woman, now the whole family, the foundation structure is going to break down. Bring that out.
1 John 5:19, right?
Yeah.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 19. Everybody there say con. This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 19, and it reads as this. And we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
So if the whole world lies in wickedness, we just brought out in Joshua 24:15 about the evil and don't be on this other side of the flood. So who are you following? You following the same people that enslaved you, the same people that took your kids away, the same people that look at you as less than a man, like an animal, right? And these are the people that you want to listen to? You think these people want you to advance? You got that? Give me that Jeremiah 10.
Jeremiah 10?
Yeah, Jeremiah 10 was that 2. So that's what we have to realize. And then let me get that Psalms 83, 83 and 3. Yeah. That's the whole point. We up here following all these things, and it's like, man, we can't see it. And then what they do is they get us all hooked up with the sports and this and that. I mean, you see how these people are caught up. I mean, just with the basketball game, it's like, whoa, yeah, the Knicks, or this and that, or the football. See, they keep you drunk, all right? So that's why you think they're willing to pay these athletes a king's salary. You know what I'm saying? To keep us asleep, to break this structure down. Says right here, you just brought out that this whole world is given to the wicked. So we got to stop following the wicked. You got that?
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. Thou said the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathens, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Con. So that don't follow the heathens and don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. I think, last week we did a talk about that. How Project Blue Light, they may come and try to have something that is going to appear out of the sky. They come out with all these movies and everything. And so we know not to listen to them and not to fall for that. And I know I'm going from maybe one extreme to the next, but it still all comes down to the family and the structure of the family. You got something on that? Go ahead.
For instance, like when you watch the basketball game, the playoffs, the men's playoffs attract more money. The men's basketball game attract more money. Why? Because it's physical and it's strong. The ladies, of course, it's exciting as well, but not exciting as a man. And so if God watching us, He want to watch a man in the man position. He don't want to watch a woman in the man position. Just like for instance, I'm gonna jump to the left. If you got like Mayweather, we saying beware of this of these people, small hats. Beware of the fake Jew shits. Now, Mayweather talking about the Jew shits took his plane, sold his plane, because he can't really read, and so he's signing because he trusts a white person. Now the white person took 160 million from him. Now he crying broke. And so he was never supposed to be in that position. Females, you're never supposed to be in a position without your man. You know what I'm saying? He was never supposed to be in a position without his brotherhood. So his father must can't read neither to even let that happen. So you starting to wonder if that was to happen, and what's going on with your daddy? Because you're on him tight. Maybe he can't read neither. So now, if the white man came and took all that from you, and you can't do nothing about it, you can't sue him because you signed it. You're not gonna get nothing back. Now you get in there and fight. You get uppercuts and all types of hit upside the head to make this other man some money. And so the same thing with the woman. You out of position too now. You see what I'm saying? So now I was showing you how when the man is the same man that got the man's out of position, it's the same Jewish person that got Mayweather out of position, is the same Jewish person that got her out of position. And I hope she at least know that much. Who got her out of position? You know what I'm saying? And so these things are traps. Why? Because everything is built on how to destroy the black man. Everything. This is why America is falling. Because we've been driving cars for 400 years. If we was here and they would set us free on being creative on everything, we'd probably be flying. You see what I'm saying? But we can't. Why? Because he suppresses our knowledge. And if we come up with something, he gonna kill us, right? And so now you see how the other people, when they're out of position, what started to happen? They start to crumble. Now he done took your gas. He done took your jobs. Now everything started to squeeze the black woman, and it squeezed the black man. But we came over here together with nothing, and we know how to survive better than all nations with nothing. And why can't we come together and continue this and fight? Because this is the time to come together. You see what I'm saying? But how can we trust you? Because you couldn't trust us when the white man broke us down and made us smaller than you. You know what I'm saying? Now he's breaking you down and we seeing you fall. Now, if we do what you did to us and just let you fall, let the white man do what he want with you, you know what I'm saying? Like put us out the house. Like we say, okay, let the white man go ahead and do what he want with you. Like you let him do what he want with us. You see what I'm saying? But as a man, we won't do that. That's the difference. The man go back and get her and fix her up. You know what I'm saying? She don't go back and go find him and put him back in the house. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between a man. A man do man things and women do women things. And so a woman can't be a man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not exciting to God. God put a man in a position he want to watch a man. And just like the basketball game, you want to watch the greatest players and the strongest people, and a woman won't be there. You know what I'm saying? And if a woman, and the reason why a woman won't be there because she's not fit to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to play football, you can play football with the big boys. Get a female and put it in there with the big boys and let her get hit. She can't handle that. And so it's the same thing with society. Even though it's not physical like that, it's the same thing when it's come to mental. Because men have that mental fight that a woman might not have. But some of them do have, so I'll rest my case.
That's a great point. Great point right there. And we shows that you falling for the old okie doke or the banana in the tailpipe. You know what I'm saying? You got that one script.
John, I got you. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. Everybody there say, "Con." Yeah. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3, and it reads as this: "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones." Keep going.
No, that's good. Okay. That crafty counsel. I don't need no man. That crafty counsel. I'm gonna take the man of the household. That crafty counsel. I'm gonna give you the food. You don't need nobody. I'm gonna give you shelter. And what has that done? It broke that foundation down. You cannot build without the foundation. So that foundation is gone. Now we don't have no family. So now when you see these kids out here, what is that? When they flash mobbing, they doing all this type of stuff. They have no type of respect for the elders. We see these conditions because this was done by crafty counsel. They knew what was going to happen. So this is something that was planned. See, the family is very important, and that's what the Most High pushed. He pushed for family. You got that?
Yeah. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
What is?
Marriage is honorable in all. And the bed is undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
That's it. So what do? We got Sexy Red. We got all of this. I mean, they said, well, don't judge me and this and that. That's not, no. It's a, what was that script? It's in a apocrypha, but it says you can judge a person by their dress. Okay? So if you dress like a whore, you walk like a whore, you talk like a whore. So what I'm supposed to say? You wife material? No. You are what you are. And we live in a society now where that's acceptable. There used to be a time when you drove down the street and you saw how a particular woman was dressed, if you was on a particular part of town, and no matter what city you was in, you knew that's the stroll, and that's what the women would walk up and down the stroll. But not everybody like that. You know? No, not shamefaced or anything. You know? It says a woman, it says a woman who is not shamefaced is like a dog. And what do they call themselves? I'm this type of bee, or I'm that type of bee. So they call themselves dogs. What is a bee? It's a female dog. And don't even realize it. Don't even realize that. So yeah, so I mean we got to get back to the basics. We got to get back to what the Most High set for us to do. You know, and this is not, like I said, it's not an attack on the women. We're talking about family. But we also know it says that Adam was not deceived, but Eve was, because she was the weaker vessel. Okay? So when, you know, it wasn't no so-called a snake that was going around. No. It was a man kicking game to Eve. Like, hey, you ain't got to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, you know what? You beat that apple. You know, you bite that apple. You know what? They don't want you to get it because you will have more knowledge than all of them, even God. So she's like, you think so? Uh-huh. Then what happened? Same thing now. We don't listen. You want to go ahead and, you know, now you breaking the structure down. Now we seeing what's happened. Some women are waking up. Yeah, I see I need me a man. Things getting tight. You know? The orange man in office, he laid off or got rid of, 35,000 jobs? Well, you know, that black woman had, something like that. So now we get to the point we're going to have to stick together. Or we got to do what the Most High intended for us to do in the first place. Okay?
When women say they don't need a man, it's just imagine if you actually did that. Like say, okay, when I take my car in to get repaired, I don't want no man to fix it. Have a woman do it. I need somebody to fix my sink. I don't want no man to do it. Have a woman come and do it. See how far you can get when you actually think about all these things when you say you don't need a man. A man, the car you driving in, most likely a man, the majority of men built that. The house you stay in, men built that. So just to make, and I'm not saying men don't need women, I'm just saying on that statement, because most of the time you hear women saying that. It's a crazy statement. You needed a man to get here. So that don't even make sense. You know, that statement has to be, it shouldn't even be used anymore because it's a preposterous statement. So I yield.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I mean, that shows you how they deceive. You know what I'm saying? Eve was deceived, and I'm not trying to rhyme. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say one thing too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard because, and it's kind of hard for a woman too because she got to actually pick the right man because sometimes it's so many knuckleheads out here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't mistake a knucklehead and put him in the category of a man. You know what I'm saying? So some women understand because you may find the knucklehead because his gift of gab, he talk like a man, but then when you get with him, you find out he's a boy. You know what I'm saying? So even mans, can misjudge other mans. So I can imagine a woman misjudging the other man. So we got to give him a break on that. But also, once you know a man and you actually know a man, it's your job to distinguish between one and the other. Because I don't have to go with a man. He just got to be my friend. But you have to marry him. You know what I'm saying? And go deeper with him. You know what I'm saying? So that means you have to have more knowledge on what a man is and what a man not. Because you got 2 or 3 types of different men on this planet. But you do have real men out here, so you got to find that one. And it's thin. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't even find a tree in Detroit with fruits on it. That's how thin it is getting a good man. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to be precise and get one while you can, because pretty soon it ain't gonna be nothing left out here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us we used to get women and they take care of us. You know what I'm saying? But now it's got to be vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It got to be teamwork.
Great point. We got to get the teamwork because we got to realize that all this is by design. We talked about the crafty counsel, but what it is, we putting more faith in our oppressor than we are in each other. Yeah. You got that one script?
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. And so I'm gonna get back on them now. So I gave you a plus, and I'm gonna crack you upside the head. All right. So now, what I'm trying to say is that when you got a good man, you have to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Because most times, we listen to you in the Garden of Eden, and I look behind me. I'm on Grand River. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Garden of Eden, how I get out the Garden of Eden? Listen to you. You see what I'm saying? Now, nothing wrong with listening to you, but it is something wrong with listening to you when you're in love with the other nations over me, because you can't hear me in love with another nation. Like you said, you can't have 2 masters. You got to love one and hate the other. And so if you're on this side of the team, you can't teach me how to love the same people that's got you going against me. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring me to church and soak me in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And then you bring me to the devil and say, try this tree. And the next thing I know, in the Garden of Eden, I'm listening to you in the Garden of Eden. Now you got me in church. I'm listening to you in church. And ain't nothing going nowhere. So what we got to do, we have to wake up and be strong in our ways.
Okay, yeah, you got that Proverbs 3:31?
Yeah, I got it. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. They come, you got it. Envy thou not thy oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
And that's what we have to start doing. Choose none of their ways. Now I'm going to bring out an article, and I want the whole family to understand this. From the mother to the father to the kids. This is an article right here, okay? Now here it is, it's 2026, okay? Medicine has advanced, technology has advanced. This is a survey. 2026, the black woman in America has the highest rate of miscarriage and fetal loss. Studies show they are nearly twice as likely to experience a miscarriage or stillbirth compared to white women, facing up to 43% higher risk of pregnancy. Now, how is that? In a day that we got all this technology, we can see the fetus was inside the stomach, we can do all of this. So you trying to tell me that this is just a coincidence? And we're telling you, do not trust these people? Do not trust your enemy? When we go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it says that you will be put in chains, you will be put on ships, you will be sent away to your enemy. It ain't your friend. So why do you keep trusting these people? 43%. And if they say 43%, it might be higher than that. Now I'm going to add on to that. So that shows you that right now, about 43% miscarriage, stillborn, black babies dead. Now I'm going to go back to something else here, okay? Because now we're going to get on this other thing right here, okay? Because this one right here. All right, now everybody heard of the Planned Parenthood, right? So you heard of the Planned Parenthood. That's where you go and you get rid of the babies because you slept with somebody or you're not there responsible or you're not following these laws and statutes and commandments. I don't want to hear that. They try to say, well, what if somebody was raping it? That, as far as abortion, that makes up maybe what, 0.6%? Less than that. Because it's a choice.
No, but on top of that, they're the ones they haven't.
And
Them
Con.
ones they haven't.
So, but I'm gonna bring this out. Now, this is the white woman who started Planned Parenthood. Her name was Margaret Singer. And this is her quote. These ain't my words. These are her quotes. We do not want word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. And the minister is the man who can straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of the more rebellious. So, like, if you wake up and I said this more than once. You know, how you gonna trust somebody? She said she was out to eradicate, to
I was saying she was a real foul person with a lot of things she was doing. But a lot of us don't realize they do a lot of things for a reason. And you brought up that point. And what's the main thing they say? If you want to hide anything,
Put it in the book.
Most people don't know that she started that point.
No.
And these was her words. Just like how they want to celebrate Abraham Lincoln and the George. They have quotes. You know, and it's not too long ago that they came up with a quote with well, I don't know when it is, Columbus Day. He said that when he first got here, these people would make good slaves. These are their quotes. They say these things about us, but our people go around lost. And that's what the Most High say. He said, what is that scripture about? He who readeth knows knowledge. And they know this. What's the other guy that made the book? The guy who know how to break slaves. What is this?
Willie Lynch.
Yeah, Willie Lynch. They have ways to break us, but we keep falling for it. And the main thing we fall for is, like you say, the family. Every nation know a family. This is where the power lies, in the family. If you don't have no family structure, you don't have no power. If you look at all those, just like I say with the so-called Jewish man. They keep their family. What does the forge do? You can't get in there unless the father authorized. No, you ain't marrying my daughter. They keeping that family structure tight. You can't break that. Because if you break that, what happens? That's the thing we don't realize. But they didn't turn things against us. Like you say, the TV. They didn't put these plants, sexy. She's a plant. Some of these rappers, they tell them, no, all that knowledge stuff, nah, you ain't singing that. If you want this $1 million, you're gonna sing about this gun and these drugs, man. That's what I want you to do. If you want this money, this is what you gotta do. And they know these things. So that's what we gotta start thinking. These things are built for our destruction. And if you don't want to be, like you say, eradicated, which we can't, but they eradicate a lot of us. If you want to make it to the finish line, we gotta start changing the way we think about things. We got to start coming together. Somebody give me, like you say, this is the main family, and this is one of the favorites. Somebody give me Zephaniah 2:1. This is what he tell us to do. This is the main thing he tell us. This is about family.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together.
Do what?
Gather thyself together.
No, we better, man. You go this way, I go this way. This is better.
Gather thyself together. Yea. Gather together, O nation, not desire.
No, we talking about the whole world. Who we say that?
O nation, not desire.
That's simple right there. Who ain't desired on this earth?
Us.
They tell, he in the neighborhood he shouldn't be in. Let's call the police. What is he? They just showed the story about the Asian man killing this young boy because he ain't even take nothing out the store. They don't want you. You ain't desired. I don't know how many times and this ain't the first time. I don't care what state you in. I don't care what city you in. I'm guaranteed there has been somebody of any nation killing us. That's a guarantee. From the East Coast to the West. That lets you know who ain't desired.
Okay.
God talking to us. I yield.
I'm glad you brought that out. I was gonna wait, but since you brought it out, I'm gonna bring it out here. People don't realize how many what's going on right now. Like
that part is true too.
yeah, talking about the white people, the crime rate, but this here. This is us right now in Libya. You can't see it that we being sold as slaves, black people in Libya right now. Is he talking about the sales? He just brought it out. And then two, I got plenty of it. So now we've been sold in Libya. They don't talk about that on the news, right? So we've been sold. I don't know how much it is, but it was a street, just a whole line of black people and an Arab walking around. They selling us in Libya right now. Muslims is doing it right now to this day. And then this too.
So let me get this right. A black man was found at Fairhouse Park in Marietta, Georgia. Yesterday morning, there haven't been no news coverage. 21-year-old Kyle Bassiga, hope I'm saying that right, body was hanging from a tree along the walking trail. And not only that, y'all, this is the same college student that went missing on 11th of February. So he's been missing about over a week. They don't know how long his body's been hanging, but they haven't let out no information. And guess fucking what? They already ruled it as no foul play.
I'm just bringing that out. Now, I'm just bringing this out because to show how lost we've been. We still getting hung. We still being sold as slaves, as like cattle. Okay? These things are still occurring now, but it's still keeping us asleep.
Black women still listening.
And black women still listening, and our black women still abort more babies than died in the Civil War, World War I, World War II, Iraq, Afghanistan, all combined, right? Now this lady just said she's out to what? Exterminate, right? So, and we just did a thing, we just read in the Bible that what? They out to take crafty counsel. We just read too that they what? Never envy or trust your oppressor, right? Don't follow them. But what are we doing? So now they just sat down, they had this crafty counsel, we're gonna break the family down. They are out, even though they can't, because the Most High gonna look out for us. Because we got power. Okay? As long as we follow this law, statutes, and commandments, we got power with the Most High. But this is what we're trying to bring out. These are the people that's mad because they can't vote. These are the same people that's mad because, I ain't gonna be able to go to this type of school. They do not care about you. These people are out to destroy you. So then when they see us on the corner, we the bad guys. We the hate group. We not hanging nobody. People still getting hung now. We ain't got a line of white people up and we selling them. That's happening right now. Thousands of them. Cattle slavery. We ain't writing something that said that we out to exterminate a group of people. But yet, we the bad guy. Okay? They make us out to be the bad guy because we trying to wake you up. We trying to bring the family back together. Okay? We trying to follow these laws and statutes and commandments the Most High wants us to do. But what they say, we never called ourselves Black Hebrew Israelites. That's what they call. We call ourselves Israelites, the real Israelites. Okay? Because you don't have to be black. You could be black, you could be a Native American, you could be Latino, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Those are all Israelites. But they try to put us in this one boat because they don't want us to come together. Okay? It's the same plan. That's like now, you get some people like, man, I can't stand no Mexicans. I can't stand it. I mean, we got some light-skinned brothers. You got to look at them 5 times. You can't tell if he's Mexican or is he black. I mean, or Puerto Rican. So, but we want to hate each other. We got to get out of this. And how we get out of this is have a strong family structure. And we, for us black people, I think we are more behind the gun because they did more on us than any of the other tribes. They did more on us by breaking the family structure down. Like they talk about the cotton, I mean, yeah, every time you talk about slaves, talk about the cotton fields. But guess what? They don't tell you the breeding houses was the biggest in during cattle slavery era in America time. The breeding, that's where they got that term MF from. Because they would take the slaves and blindfold them, put them all together, and watch them have sex. Okay? And that's how they got the term MF. Okay? And these are the same people that we want to follow. Okay? Did I give you a script?
No, you ain't getting it.
Oh yeah, that
Oh no, did
Romans.
you Romans? Yeah, you did, my friend.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a lot. I'm gonna read that wrong. But you were right about that, and that, like you say, the MF comes from they would have a son sleep with his mother.
exactly.
And I don't want to say one thing like you brought up about the brother. It's somebody that I came across, and I want people to look up Elmore Baldwin. This how
Say it
they,
again so they can get it.
Elmore Baldwin. Look up this brother. This brother was, like you say, family. He was doing everything on his own, and of course, the other nations. He started doing good because he started dealing with us. And the other nations, so-called Esau, murdered this guy for no reason. He was basically hiring blacks, putting them, and he was successful. And they got jealous of him being successful, and they murdered this man on the road out for nothing, because he was successful. So like you say, you can't trust your enemies. But I yield on it, I'm gonna go to Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26. Everybody there say, come? This is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did exchange that the natural use into that which is against nature.
So we see that now. I mean, especially in our community. You see these black women with a woman. And the crazy thing about it is, now you with a woman that acts like a man, that now you could be submissive to that. This person is an actor, okay? It's not no real man. So this person is acting like a man, but you will be submissive to that. But then when it comes to a real man, oh, I ain't listening to you. I ain't gonna be submissive. What type of craziness? It makes no sense at all.
Keep going. And I'm gonna speak on that. No, not even that. Their rate amongst women, their divorce rate is higher than a man and a woman.
Oh yeah.
So that lets you know, two of them by nature, they can't get along.
But the Lord made it that way where they can't stay in the same house together.
That's why I say their rate of divorce is higher than everybody's
Huh.
by far.
Huh.
So that just tells you you can't get along with another woman. Their rate of divorce is higher. And violence. What's that? Domestic violence is high with them. They violent with each other. Verse 27. And likewise, also the men leaving the natural use of the woman.
So we ain't gonna just put that on the women, because we know how things like how they say Hotlanta and other places out here, and brothers that's in the closet, what have you. And I mean, things have got so bad now that they don't even. Matter of fact, get a chance. Give me that Isaiah 3 and I think that's 12. Isaiah 3 and 12. I'm gonna for 12. Either 3 and 12 or 12 and 3. I think it's 12 and 3. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. In their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense in their error, which was meat.
Now I'm gonna say this.
I was talking to somebody and they was talking about, well, you know, I was born and this and that, and I gay, and but I'm pro-black. You cannot be pro-black and be gay. Pro means to produce, to prolong, to how you gonna do that if you get a bunch of gay people on an island in 50 years and ain't gonna be nobody left? Exactly. So we know that no, that's not what God set us to do. But if I'm out to exterminate somebody, I'm gonna put it in their head that it's okay. I'm gonna put it in the schools that it's okay. I'm gonna teach the girls that, yeah, you can get you an abortion. That's your right. And I've said this more than once. If Adolf Hitler told the Jewish woman, it's your right that you can abort your baby, would he be considered a evil dictator or some type of great leader? Okay, but now they tell our women it's okay. But we talked about that crafty council. So what are they doing? So behind closed doors, yeah, I want to exterminate them. So let's put this out here. That's your right. But now you can't wake up and see what's going on because now you trusting your enemy. You trusting the same people that beat and raped and did all these type of things to you because they do that crafty counsel, right? So now, like we were saying earlier, they do all this crafty counsel. Then they give you some entertainment. You watch the idiot box, right? Keep your mind off your oppression, right? Then have these shows, the Housewives of Atlanta. This is how you're supposed to be. You know, I'm like this. You got to be. You got to at least make 6 figures and all of this foolishness, right? Who put that in your head?
God.
Who is telling you this? Just out of control. Then another thing. Now we see the kids are all out of control. With that, we talking about that flash mobbing and all that foolishness. It's time for us to get out of this simple mindset. You know, it's sickening. I can't stand it. We get a chance too. Somebody give me that. What is that? That's. Let me see if I got that second address 5 and 8.
I got you.
You know, because it's the whole thing. I mean, how long are we gonna be simple?
Yeah,
No, you good, Cap. Go ahead.
and see, like sometimes they give you an incentive. That's why, you know, when the police pull you over, you'll never see him pulling a gay person out the car, beating the hell out of gays, because they already destroyed. You'll never see a white police officer. I mean, if you want to get away, act like you're gay, and the police officer's not gonna mess with you. And if you want a job, and you ain't got no job, act like you gay, and that job you're gonna get, because they love hiring gays. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why gay black men can get a job better than quicker than a straight man. It depends on where you're going. And then, like I say, you already know that when you get pulled over, you ain't gonna find no gays getting stumped on, but you're gonna find a true black man is. You know what I'm saying? Then if you want to walk in a white person's neighborhood, walk like you're gay. They will not call the police on you. You hear what I'm saying? And so this is who they want you to be. And you become who they want you to be. Why? Because you have lost your own identity. I yield.
Well, to add on that, if you gay, you ain't reproducing. If I'm out to exterminate you, okay, go ahead. I'm gonna push that agenda. If I'm out to exterminate you, I'm gonna take the man out of the household because statistics has shown a man and a woman raising a child, the child do so much better, or with just the male itself. I mean, these ain't my words; these are statistics. Okay, you got that?
Like you say, when you gay, you ain't a threat. That's why they want you gay. You ain't a threat. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 8. When everybody there say, "Come." This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 8, and it reads as this: "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again."
And we just said about confusion. Who's the author of confusion? We know that Satan is the author of confusion. Okay? Carry on.
"And the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth
To
monsters."
bring forth what?
To bring forth
To
monsters.
bring forth what?
To bring forth monsters.
So we see all that flash mobbing. You got 100 kids running all crazy out of control. You hear these kids kill each other. Those my ops. Your ops. The same guy that look like you, talk like you, stay 2 blocks away from you is your ops. But yet the same people that's out to exterminate you, the same people out to destroy you, right? You don't have no problem with them. You don't have no problem with them at all. So these are the things that we got to start pushing. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that we got to start pushing right there. Because I mean, if we ever going to stand up and we going to, you know, we didn't try out marching, right? What happened with that marching? Uzziah.
Don't do
Played
that.
out. What about him?
What happened with that? What happened with that marching? Ain't nothing changed, right? So we tried it with the voting. What happened to that? Did anything change?
And now they took your voting rights away. Still ain't nothing gonna change, right? So how about us following the Most High?
I'd like to say one thing.
No, go ahead, Cal. Go ahead.
When you see this man and you treat him like he's supposed to be treated, you can die with respect for yourself. But when you go kiss his butt and he step on you and spit on you, like Mayweather kissed his butt, he stole from Mayweather. He promised that you're gonna be able to do this. Y'all went to vote. He took your votes. And so the people that's trying to go vote look stupid to us. Because we're trying to tell you there's no dealing with this man. You know what I'm saying? Once he see that you fed up with all his ravishness, you get more out of him then than any other time. I wouldn't even think about voting because you cannot vote for pink people to be over you. You cannot vote for another nation to be over you. And the Lord is telling you, you're looking for them to be your God. I just want to be my president. That's your God. That's your king. You know what I'm saying? Black men don't have no business voting for no white person. And I yield.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. And this whole and see how they set everything up? You got people that's been 8 years in college getting political science degrees, a doctorate in political science. It don't mean nothing. Your vote means, look at me, your vote means nothing. What's gonna change? But yet, I have a degree. You know, all my aunties, everybody on my father's side, they all got their degrees. They all in education, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, good.
But the thing is this. I say this: if you got an education, for what and by who? So you got an education by your oppressor, and for what? You think he's gonna put you? I say this all the time. The same people that enslaved you, beat you, raped you, treated you worse than cattle is not going to put you in a position to be equal or greater than by a vote. What sense would that make? So if you go ahead and you get your degree, what you got? You know, if I'm educating you, I'm educating you in what? Still to be submissive to me. I'm educating you to still to be that slave. Just because you got a piece of paper or just because you got your master's.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
With his name first.
Yeah, with his name first. Does that make any sense? But the whole point of this is to break the structure, the foundation of the family. You know, it's about building a house. You know, I think it's a scripture that HOI gave about the house that's built on rocky stone, on sand, but the ones that's built on a solid structure. It's gonna weather the storm. It's gonna be so when things get bad, it can deal with it, right? But we live in society, girl, forget him. It's over. Ain't nothing perfect. You know, it takes maturity to be in a relationship. You know, just because somebody can have some sex, that don't make you no adult. That don't make you no man. Don't make you no woman. Okay. But we live in society, we think that's all it's about. We overdo everything. We overdrink. We over-sexualize things. Okay? But what is that getting us? What is it getting us? I mean, just think about it. You know, if we follow these laws and statutes and commandments, you know, how much better our community would be. How much better our nation would be. Matter of fact, give me that Deuteronomy 23:17.
23:17.
Yeah. You know, how much it'd be better if we follow these laws, these statutes, these commandments. How better off we will be. You got that?
Yeah, Kyle.
Bring it out.
23:17, you say, right?
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. Everybody there say, Kyle? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. And it reads as this. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
No what?
Nor whore of the daughter of Israel.
I can do the what is that? I can twerk. What you mean?
No whore of the daughter of Israel. Daughters of Israel, sorry. Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Keep going.
No, that's good. Okay. So that breaks it down right there. And then we bringing this out because you say, well, why are you bringing this out? You talking about family. I'm bringing this out because this is what breaks the family structure down, okay? This is what breaks it down. It's like a disease, right? So now,
if I can put in a woman's head she don't need a man, if I can put in my kid's head it's okay but they can be gay, if I can put in my woman's head that it's okay to abort your baby, if I can put in the man's head that I can be a whoremonger, I can just sleep with as many women as I want and I don't have to be responsible, if I can do all of that, then guess what? I'm going to break that structure down. I'm going to break the foundation of the family down. And that's what it's all about, is family. So that's the whole point. He's like, man, why you sit up here and you was talking about these women doing this and the men is not doing this? It's because it's about the family. The family is about the man, the woman, and the kids. Somebody give me that Exodus 20:12.
Exodus.
Yeah, it's about the family. And get a chance, give me that Ephesians
6:1-4.
Okay, Ephesians 6.
Exodus 20:12. Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. Say, come, you got it.
Right. Come.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long up on the land.
So that goes for the kids.
Come.
Honor your mother, honor your father for your days to be long. We see now kids, what they doing? They're killing their parents. They had this one boy, I think the mother took his remote control or something from his video game. No, my fault. Took his cell phone from him because he was acting up or something. And he went and got something and hit her over the head and killed her. And then went and took the phone out of her hand while she was laying down. The father had to come home and he called the police. We got a couple more to go and then that's about it. But it's the whole point is to wake the people up to realize how important this is.
I got something for that, what you just said.
Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 15. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
Be sure to be put to what?
Surely be put to death.
So
That's how it was, and that's why the kingdom prospered the way it is. Now you say, I mean, even when I was younger, and I used to hear some of the things because my father was, he was into the word. And I'm like, man, they killing the kids, this and that. But now I understand, because it's just like a virus, okay? And if you don't put a stop to it, I'm not saying go out here and kill people, but if you don't stop it, then it's gonna spread, okay?
Right.
It's like it says, one rotten apple does what?
Spoil a whole bunch.
Spoil a whole bunch. So if you don't protect it, so we have to protect the flock. We have to protect our people. We have to bring our people back to get our families. You got all the time people marching the street. Oh man, we're gonna get our community together. Or we gonna do this. For one thing, you don't have no family structure. You don't love yourself. You don't love your family. You don't love your kids. You don't love your wife. You don't love your husband. And you don't love the Creator, the Most High God. And nothing's gonna change until you start, one, loving God. And loving God is what? Keeping His commandments. And keeping His commandments is gonna do what? It's gonna keep the family together.
Get you all the way together.
Yeah. Why the hood is the hood? The hood is by design. We just see these people take crap. When they take crap, they count to create that.
Ain't no commandments in the hood.
Ain't none in the hood.
Ain't gonna be none.
Ain't gonna be none in the hood.
That's why the hood look like the hood, because there's no commandments in there.
None whatsoever. You got that.
You said an important part though earlier. It's by design, because we all about the same age. In school, you used to get paddled. Wasn't no doing nothing but. And with your parents, like you said, you know the law they changed? They made it where you can get in trouble for disciplining your kids. That's by design so they can run wild. Back in the 70s, a parent be like, I wish you would raise up against me. It ain't like that now, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't here?
Yeah.
You in this world? What does it say? I bring
like
you
you
this
said,
world?
man, I wish you would step up against me. It ain't like that now, you know what I mean? But they made laws to do that, because they know if you can't control them, we're going to send you one place, and that's what we want. Because what's that? That's modern day slavery, basically.
It is.
And they know that. You know what I'm saying? But people be thinking, how y'all said, Esau see 20, 30 years down the line. He got a plan. He know, if I do this, 20, 30 years, it's going to happen to that. And what we say about, if you notice, why is marijuana on every corner? You know, 20, 30 years down the line, these young kids gonna be zombies, and I can do what I want to them. I'll do whatever, and they don't have no choice. He know that. He plans ahead of time. We just gotta know it. You ready for that Ephesians, huh?
No, I want to add on to what
Go
you
ahead.
just said about that marijuana and every.
That's a great point to bring out, because people don't realize this synthetic marijuana and all this, these clones, whatever they're doing, it kills the sperm cells. We already talking about the family, reproducing. We brought out in Genesis what he said, go out and what? He said, go out and flourish, go out and reproduce, okay? That's what the Most High said. So we see that these people are out to exterminate you. One way is, guess what? I'm gonna give them this marijuana. So now you're gonna have a cloudy mind, you're not gonna be able to reproduce, and now you're falling right into the trap. Go ahead.
Got it. And like you say, they don't know it. That's why they put these things out. And what they say is not, they don't really have to take us out and shoot us. They still doing that, but, oh, marijuana. Oh, I didn't do that. You did it. I didn't make you smoke it. You did that on your own.
Yeah.
So you can't blame me. You did it on your own. And that's what they say. They got things out where you doing it to yourself. So it won't be, well, we didn't make you do it. You bought it. Now, I sold it. You didn't have to buy it. That's on you. And he getting the blame off him. That's why they taking the Bibles out of school. That's why they taking that slavery out of school. So eventually, won't nobody know. Slavery, that didn't exist. You lying, that's made up. And like I say, they have a 20 to 30 year plan. We just behind on it. We can't see it. And just like you say, that's why we saying these things now, to wake you up. Because like you said, oh, I got 2 degrees, I'm not asleep. You one of the ones that's mostly asleep. If you think a degree you can't see nothing, that you still can't be taught, you really sleep. Because anybody can be taught. You can learn what not to do from somebody, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like you say, people with degree think they high and mighty. Nah, you can still be taught, you know what I'm saying? So I yield on that. You ready for that, Ephesians?
Yeah, but to add on to what you were saying, that degree is who giving you that education? Who educating you? Who does it come from?
Okay.
Right? Who controls the narrative? Who says that what you're gonna learn? You're gonna learn this, you're gonna learn A, B, C, right?
And he's still the boss.
And he's still a boss.
Hey, you got 4 degrees, but I tell you what, get out. I don't care how many, get out. This is my company. People don't realize that. He can fire you with an instance, like y'all just said.
Anytime.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 1, and it reads as this. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Verse 2, honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Verse 3, that it may be well with thee, and thou may live long on the earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath.
There you go. So they try to make it seem like the black man is so bad. They be on Joe Jackson, you know, that he's so bad. And they say, spare not the rod. You know, I wish I did have a father like Joe Jackson to be on me. Okay? Let me tell you something. What? Ask the Jacksons, would they like to still be in Gary working at the plant, or would they rather been on Motown and touring on stage? Which one you think they're gonna pick?
Tune on stage and a good whooping.
Like you say, if he didn't do that, what's the chance of Michael Jackson or all the Jackson 5 being that?
Yeah.
He put him in that position.
But he had to have some structure. Look, how many was it? Was 7 brothers and 6 brothers and 3 sisters? Listen, living in a 2-bedroom house, he had to have some type of structure.
And I'm gonna tell you a fact that people don't know. I bet it was other families with that same situation whose father didn't do that, and see where they at. See, all people always got that thing what he did. But if you go through it, I bet if you go through Gary and be like, oh, this guy has 6 or 7 kids, what they? Oh, he didn't push them like that. Oh, this guy bum, he ain't doing that. See, it's the difference. Everybody needs that push. Because sometimes you don't see your greatness, but somebody else can see it. And that ain't no different than a football coach, a tennis coach, or a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Or when you hire one of the personal trainers, hey, I don't care about you being mad. Get those push-ups done. It's the same thing. But like you say, they want to villainize it. I don't think, I'm going to tell you, Joe Jackson, what's the Serena sisters, Tiger Woods' father, if they wasn't there, I'm willing to bet they don't get to where they at.
And you know what's
I'm willing to bet that.
No,
go ahead.
no, that Serena, that movie they had, that Will Smith was about to get the Academy, that he won the Academy Award for. That slap that went across the world when he slapped Chris Rock. It was bigger than that, because they did not want to give attention to this black man that raised these girls to be superstar tennis players. It was him that instilled that, him taking it to practice. So people forgot all about the movie. People forgot all about what he got the Academy Award for. And now all they think about is the smack. Like I said before, crafty counsel. They said, well, hold it, Will Smith black. Oh, he's still following orders. They are actors, okay? I yield on that. You got any more thing up on that?
Hey, it's a bunch of Sambos. It's been Sambos since we got off the boat. So what that matter? Just because you black, hey, a brother sold out Malcolm X, a brother sold out what's Martin Luther King. Yeah. So somebody and I'm not knocking these people. Yeah. So just because what's it? All Israel ain't Israel. Right. We got a lot of people that sell blacks out like it ain't no thing. Yeah. So
today.
Yeah, kind of. So that don't mean nothing. Oh, he black. What that mean? You don't know what he doing behind closed doors. You don't know what they told this man to put him in that position. So I yield. Go ahead, Al.
Now I was gonna say that. How many people even know the name of that movie? Okay. See, the whole point was they cannot see the black man in a position of being family, taking care of his kids. Every black man that was in an entertainment business that had high position was pretty much defamed. Bill Cosby.
Villainized.
Yeah, villainized. Look at him. When he had that movie, what was that show that come on A Different World? The kids that was enrolling into the black colleges was an all-time high. That's why they had to put a stop to it. Okay? So we got to say that these people are taking these crafty counsels, they doing these things, because these people are your enemies. So they'll sit back and they, like you say, they'll plot for years. So they think that you give you a gift. It says a gift destroys the heart. We was talking about the marijuana. Oh man, that finally passed. No, they sit back. Hey, guess what? We can get them from stop reproducing more. We put this in there. Add it on to it.
And like you say about the Cosby thing, why it had to be destroyed? Because it was preaching family.
Yeah.
It was preaching.
Say that again. Say that right there.
It was preaching family.
They only showed
it was preaching. It's a black man and black woman running the family. Oh no, we can't have that. That ain't, like you say, that ain't the image of black men we want. No. Get this guy to be a pimp or something. We ain't.
Exactly.
This guy's coming home to his family happy. We can't have that. That ain't. Every black man in America be willing to do that in a minute. Yeah, and we got to get rid. And like you say, we got to villainize this guy. So even if you did like the program, what's going to be on your mind? Oh, he putting stuff in people's drinks. Yeah, okay. 40 years later, now you coming out? Yeah, okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
God. I mean, we started to show the attack of the family. Maybe that's what we should have made it, the attack of the family, attack of the black family. Because these people sit down. Like they said, they can't sleep at night. They're thinking of ways to try to destroy the family, okay? You got that one, that 1 Timothy 5:8?
Yep. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those who his own house he hath denied, the faith and is worse than an infidel. Read it again. But if any provide not for his own.
So if any man is out here, he's not providing for his family. Now we talked about the women, we're going to talk about the men as well. If you out here and you're not taking care of your family as a man, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a man, finding a way, I don't care. You can make it in this country. You go, I can cut grass, I can paint, I can do something. Now he said if he's not trying to provide for his family, he's what?
He's denied the faith and is worse than an infidel.
Worse is an infidel. Okay, so we see that. So we see the whole balance. So they had a man. A lot of times the men get fed up. The woman don't want me. I can't get a job. I can't do this because he's buying into this American dream. He's buying and believing in his oppressor. Okay? So now, when his oppressor then stepped on him, he looked in the mirror like, what am I doing? Well, I can't make it. What is going on? Something must be wrong with me. Yeah, something wrong with you because you believe in your same people that oppress you, that they're going to help you. That's your problem. Same thing with the woman. You want to listen to the same people that oppress you. We just said earlier today, or earlier, what was that about the women? Was that 43% of black babies are still born dead, and have complications at birth, opposed to white women? We just read that Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, we just talked about the pipeline from school to the prison system. They out to destroy you. These people are your enemies. We got to start putting emphasis back on family so we can build a family back. Follow these laws, these statutes, and these commandments. That's the only way, the only hope we have. I'm down with die for HOI Detroit.
Melchizedek.
Uncle Pennywill.
Kwame Yasharala.
Call out your Good question.